has a biggest drawback that you have to be very clear. You need to simplify your message and then take the instant feedback to know whether you executed it professionally, correctly, and has the other person understood. So yes, आपको time ज़्यादा लगेगा, but this is something we need to know. And fine, you may be a great professor with a wonderful content in line with you. जो आपने अपना chapter wise segmentation करा है, आपकी explanation भी बहुत great है. But आप जिससे अब बात कर रहे हैं, student है जो अपना 40% time social media पर उतारता है. The way they are understanding in today's day and age is very different. It has to be bold, it has to be impressive, in your face, it has to be clear and come to the point. So here what you need to also know that the average person is on the screen for at least 2.5 hours and they're scrolling for 300 feet on a mobile daily. Statue of Liberty खड़ा हो जाता है. That is the length of the scrolling and individuals is doing in today's day and age. और जब इतना information overload है, 60% of the calls are on mute. You really feel that are you heard? Is there active listening? Or 8 लोग out of the 10 you send your mails or your content to सिर्फ headline पढ़ेंगे. It is how your headline is different that will get make or break कि आपका content सुना जाएगा और adjust करा जाएगा. So यहाँ the students have changed. So it's time that we faculty also move along with them because for now Google जो सबसे बड़ी university बन चुकी है, they are answering 4 billion search queries every day. Are we answering even 40 queries on a daily basis? Or are we available only for that 40 minutes to show, or not even to show our faces? Half the faculties don't even keep the cameras on. And you feel you can be an effective tutor or a teacher? There is time to give respect. And why we call for this? Because they are accustomed to this kind of a teaching and learning environment. आप YouTube में देखिए 300 million views आया है सिर्फ Q1 2020. That's the latest trend which is coming in. It's only a matter of time that the institutions will be part and parcel of this. Google is coming up with their academics. How do we move ahead with the times? And a part of this industrialization that will happen in the education, this is where I think digital will make or break. और अगर आप नहीं चले साथ नहीं connect हुआ, they will have an alternate option which will be clearly available. So, in terms of content, you may have a lot of value to add, but आप summaries पे focus करें. Now what matters is you need to summarize the content, add the emotions. There's a lot of loneliness in this time. How do you have an emotional connect, a relationship build? Because that is the base of trust building in any relationship. Viral messages are based on this. So there are many ways you can get in touch. There is talking, there are video chats, phones, there are other face-to-face mediums which are not available. But yes, social media is a little different. Volume faculties are not available, but we need to maximize the windows that are available to us. और अगर आप literature research में देखेंगे तो virtual distance क्या है? If I'm sitting here and talking to you, there is a physical distance. We are not in a room with 40 students and talking to each other. So geographically तो हम दूर हैं. That creates a gap. What widens the gap further is the operational distance. Yeah, operational distance is nothing but कंप्यूटर का इंटरनेट नहीं चलेगा, इंटरनेट ड्रॉप हो जाएगा, वॉइस मर्ज होकर आएगी, मम्बलिंग साउंड आएगा, there's asymmetry, कहीं का लैग आएगा. That's not in your hands. That widens the effectiveness even more. And finally is affinity distance. I have students who passed out without meeting them. There is no social connect, there's no relationship that are built out, and that even widens it. So हम जो पढ़ा रहे हैं, it is factoring in the virtual distance that is there already. So हम कैसे अपने existing dose को double dose, triple dose, booster shot बनाएंगे कि हम overcome कर सके जो distance डे फेस टू फेस क्लास। तो हमें चैनल रिचनेस को समझना और इम्प्लीमेंट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। जहाँ भी पॉसिबल है एटलीस्ट यूज़ योर कैमराज, यू हैव टू यूज़ योर आई कॉन्टैक्ट, द बॉडी लैंग्वेज, द जेस्चर्स, वो बहुत ज़रूरी है। और इधर एक इम्पोर्टेंट रूल ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन है, बिकॉज बाय द एंड ऑफ इट यू हैव टू कम्युनिकेट विद योर स्टूडेंट्स। सॉफ्टवेयर तो मैं आपको बता दूंगी और आप सीख जाएंगे, अगर आप यूज़ नहीं करेंगे आप हफ्ते में भूल जाएंगे, पर जो इम्पोर्टेंस है, द अवेयरनेस एंड व्हाई इज इट इम्पोर्टेंट, आई एम talking about chapter 7 in social studies and doing a good job because the content is great, but has the person heard you? The reality is most of the people only give words, your content, your syllabus, only 7% of the importance when you talk. What matters more is 38% is something which is beyond the language, is your paralinguistics. आप अपनी आवाज़ से कैसे करते हैं? Is your tone strong enough that you show your confidence? आपकी वॉइस में वो डिप और राइज है, वो एक्साइटमेंट है when there's good news, या वो dullness है when there's something tragic has happened? You showcase that there's you understanding the other person. Empathy है आपके demeanor में and what you're trying to convey. आपको वॉल्यूम, if you realize जो डिजिटल मीडियम है वो कंडेंस करके पहुंचती है। अगर यही मेरे साथ 10 स्टूडेंट्स बैठे होते हैं, they still understand much more, they can read my body language top to bottom. पर अगर आप वर्चुअली कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, do you realize that the volume plays the most important aspect to connect, और वो हम शायद नहीं यूज करते। आधे टाइम तो कैमराज ऑफ होते हैं तो बॉडी लैंग्वेज दिखती नहीं है, एंड बॉडी लैंग्वेज इज 55% when we come to the efficacy of understanding any language. So you have to play with your language. It's storytelling which is the norm. अगर आप इंटरनेशनल कंपनीज में देखेंगे, Amazon, Jeff Bezos और इनके सब में, they have banned PowerPoint presentations. They have gone back to जैसे हम करते थे in the Indian scenario, you tell your own story. Storytelling, persuasive techniques, back in action where they don't want to look at the screen or just hear a pre-recorded आवाज, because by the end of it, there's great content available anywhere. You are not going to be different. जो आप पढ़ा रहे हैं, आपसे much better पढ़ाने वाले YouTube में अभी available है. But yes, it's the relationship and connect which is more important, and showcase the trust by emphasizing on your body language. We need to use the hand gestures in the limited frame. I will tell you how to present that also, because these are important e-learning strategies. आप वो यूज करते हैं या आधे टाइम आपका कैमरा ऑफ है? Because we are not far away and it's not something I want to scare you, but वो टाइम दूर नहीं है जब हम 365 लाइव फीडबैक लेंगे. Students will give the feedbacks, and next 2 to 3 years companies are there in place to provide the softwares everywhere across institutes where there's live feedback taken. इनका खुद का EQ report बनकर आता है. The processes which are in play right now in the pilot stage is what I'm trying to convey to you. So we have to know our content, which is great, but we need to work on our language skills, the paralinguistics, how are we using the rate of pitch, enunciation. हम words को clearly pronounce करते हैं, or we just mumble and go so fast when we're reading our content. Pronunciation, हम cross-cultural skills use कर रहे हैं कि नहीं? Vernacular languages. अब before the lecture had to start, मैंने सबसे पूछा कि आप हिंदी में comfortable है, English में comfortable है, and as a teacher I have to be flexible कि मैं दोनों को address कर पाऊँ. Yeah, I may not be good, but at least समझ आ जाए और मतलब समझ आ जाए. A lot of you may not understand a few words, but the way I'm speaking to you, my body language and gestures will do the half remaining job. जाते हैं, and your language use of all that I mentioned is utmost important. Now here, what I'm talking about is what will develop the emotions, the attitudes of how you come across. Are you someone who's always there to take up the doubts? Are you reliable or trustful teacher? It helps, your body language helps. तो अब क्या यूज कर सकते हो, because you are limited with that 15 इंच 13 इंच 12 इंच की स्क्रीन. अब क्या कर सकते हो, because यहाँ limitation है. What you can do is the posture. When you sit up सीधे बैठे, दूर बैठे, and you have to make sure that the background is not cluttered. आपका पर्दा भी होएगा, साफ होए, because brain will function much more. वो शुरू के 5-7 सेकंड शायद आपको सुने भी नहीं, वो सब brain study करता है पीछे. So declutter is अपने आप को present करते वक्त साफ सुथरा, and behind has to be decluttered. You don't have to look untidy to have a pleasing 40 minutes next up with your students. Hand movements are very important, but इतना भी नहीं move करना कि वो distraction हो जाए. But use it to a point that you're telling them it's a point to note. This is what is important when you teach. Content is something I don't want to get into because वो आपका expertise है. Presentation जो हम improve कर सकते हैं with the use of softwares and without them is very important. So use the hands, show your excitement and get them going, get them to feel a part of it. अब eye movement है, which is also equally important, and I know we take time to get used to it. Luckily computer के साथ line चलती है, आपको वहाँ देखना है, so you know you're doing an eye contact. And if I was just reading from here and telling you the lecture is this and this is how it's going to go about it, 60 to 70% will get disinterested. That is the power of an eye contact. For the last 10 minutes that I have interacted with you, I have only been looking into the camera, and we have to get it. If we are teaching and faculty members of varied esteemed colleges in the country, we have to get used to looking to the camera and talking straight to the student. आदत पड़ेगी और वो मुश्किल है, मैं मानती हूँ, पर आपको धीरे धीरे एटलीस्ट 5 मिनट नहीं 7 मिनट धीरे धीरे उसको बढ़ाना है. फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन हैव टू मूव अलोंग, और ये तभी आ सकता है अगर आप अपने कंटेंट से अच्छी तरह वाकिफ हो. तो यहाँ आपने जो लिखा है और अगर आप दिल से बोल रहे हो, इट विल कम नेचुरली. यहाँ कोई स्कूल जाके ये सॉफ्ट स्किल नहीं सिखाते, बट या डिजिटल हैंडशेक्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड यहाँ आई फील I give a concept of a she concept. अब digitally कभी किसी को मिलोगे, you have to smile and you have to move your hands and you have to show your emotions. Show it in your words and you have to. I'll pick up something called emotion labeling. वो बहुत ज़रूरी है. इसी तरह आप अपना relationship closeness build कर सकते हो. And keep it natural. You have to have conversation. You have to take feedback. थोड़े questions आप पूछो, वो पूछे. It's a whole circle which gets complete. So, having spoken about it, I don't want to belittle the importance of your paralinguistics and your body language. Content is something you already know about. Now, यहाँ 6 parameters हैं जो मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगी. You need to know the environment, as I told you. आपको professional रखना पड़ेगा. Simple. You don't have to beautify. आप कोई कमरे का कोना ले लीजिए और आप शुरू कर लीजिए अपना lecture fine. But कोई आया गया आवाज़ will always distract the student who's anyways on a very iffy background. वो distracted है because medium उसको distract करता है. और अब तक आपको समझ आ गई है कि virtual distance वैसे ही created है, आपको उसको कम करना है. So look into the camera and try talking to them. It looks that I'm talking to each one of you. हाँ, अगर 2 घंटे का lecture है, 3 घंटे का आप नहीं कर सकते, तो आप शायद उस तरफ कर सकते हैं और स्टूडेंट को समझा सकते हैं कि काफ़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, बहुत दूर जाना पड़ेगा, पर जाओगे तो सक्सेस मिलेगी. There is a storytelling technique that has to be part of how you talk to them and tell them that अगर उनके पास ऑप्शन है लैपटॉप और कंप्यूटर की या मोबाइल की, always go for a bigger screen, because जितनी छोटी स्क्रीन उतना cognitively, mentally वो taxing होता है. So environmentally they have to position themselves to be more effective, a learner and you as a teacher. Now structural बहुत ज़रूरी है, because the viewership time is 30 seconds, 40 seconds and the video is dropped. अब वो attention spans इतने कम रह गए हैं. Microsoft की report है that a goldfish has better concentration than a human mind. 9 सेकंड तक एक goldfish fixated रहती है. Human attention spans अब 8 सेकंड तक गिर गए. So if you're sending out those videos and if you're sending any content, 3 minutes, 5 minutes is maximum to 7 minutes that we talk about and we need to stick to. अब दिल्ली में इतनी कई schools है, Mothers International, जो बच्चों के लिए and they're one of the best schools in NCR right now. वो बच्चों को भी 3 मिनट 4 मिनट की recap videos भेजते हैं. So the parents can do it with the children later. They understand that ये एक gap आने वाला है. When you've done something, internet drop हो जाए या कुछ recorded 40 मिनट की sessions कोई नहीं देखता. You give a recap of the 3 minutes and have them watch it later. This is how you can be culturally, structurally unique. Or there is another concept which is called the KISS concept. Keep it short and simple. So हमें turn taking करनी पड़ेगी. I ask you a question, I will have to wait for a response because the medium is such. And acknowledge. If I've read and I've not told you, there will be a disconnect. I need to acknowledge there and then and only then move on. Paralinguistics I've mentioned and spoken about. कितनी बार अगर हम face to face होते हैं हमें दिखता है आपस में what is the feedback आ रहा है. You know, he sounds very confident and ma'am I'm very confident and वो कहीं अपने nails चबा रहा है, legs are shaking, arms are sweaty. ये तरीके हैं हमें पता चल जाते हैं कि you know there is nervousness and the person is not very confident. But शायद online virtual environment में हम ये सब decipher नहीं कर सकते. So we need to understand how do we read between the lines. और tonal audible cues पे ही हम depend करते हैं. So as a faculty I feel like you never do justice to the organization अगर आपका ही camera off हो. For whatever reasons your internet is not fine. If you're a faculty, it is your prerogative to upgrade your technology. That is no reasoning. अगर आपको you want to lead by example, you want to be a true facilitator, and if this is your passion, you have to stand as an example. The other 3 aspects that we need to look at, जब आप content deliver करते हैं, gone are the days जब वो lecture style में आप 40 minutes बोल के जाते थे, वो लिखते थे और वो चले जाते थे. अब तो PDFs भी आपको कहीं भी free मिल जाती है, books, notes, everything is available. You need to use signal cues. And what are signal cues? There are 3 points that I will mention you. First, second and the third one. You need to signal. Now, I will give the mic to roll number 1 to 5 when you come on stage to talk about it and discuss with the group. You have to be very specific because virtually आप आंखों से नहीं समझा सकते. You have to give the signal cues. After this, you have to use them. Intention voicing, the quality of, you need to tell them that you are upset with the quality of assignments that have come in. It's not that you are hiding, but जो overlays or underlays of your content है, that will go hidden. So you need to label your intention and emotion when you're talking in the virtual world. आपको बोलना पड़ेगा कि now I'm done, I will give it to so and so to take it forward. And then you take a lead, otherwise वो black हो जाएगा, वो बढ़ जाता है, it doesn't look professional. And positioning your content, you need to ask more open-ended questions. ये नहीं कि आप करोगे yes or no. Yes or no में तो chat box है. If the answer is so clear, use the chat box. It will be much better. You'll get a bigger holistic engagement. But हाँ, अगर कुछ आपको समझना है या कुछ उनसे समझाना है, आप open-ended questions पूछिए. That is much better. It will help you build trust, collaborate, or have small talks. शायद अगर क्लास शुरू नहीं हुई 2-4-5 मिनट हम बात कर सकते हैं कि आई होप सबकी फैमिलीज ठीक है, कोविड का पूरा दौर निकल गया है, कैसे निकला. यू नीड टू फाइट सोशल आइसोलेशन. काफ़ी लोनलीनेस है. आप एज ए टीचर आप आर यू फॉर्मिंग द रिलेशनशिप. ज़रूरी नहीं है जब वी वर इन कॉलेज इन टीचिंग 2-4 मिनट हम कूलर के आसपास बातचीत कर ही लेते थे. स्टूडेंट्स आए गए, 2-4 शब्द हम कर लेते थे. अब वो मिसिंग है. बट आप कैसे उसको फिर से रिक्रिएट करो. कीप अ 5 मिनट्स रिफ्लेक्स टाइम और रिफ्लेक्शन टाइम और दीजिए वो समय अपनी क्लास को, अपने स्टूडेंट्स को. वो बहुत ज़रूरी है. वो कंटेंट से भी ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है बिकॉज दैट इज़ व्हाट इज गोइंग टू कीप देम एंगेज्ड. रेज कर सके. And also here I end with telling you that summaries and stories are the most important. So here always feel that अगर आपने wisdom देनी है, reflect करना is the best way. Give them time to absorb it. Second is they imitate and they learn. जो आपने बोला वो उन्होंने उगला. This is always happening. But अगर Bloom's taxonomy में जाओगे तो memorization जो रट्टा हम कराते थे वो अब is the lowest end of understanding. We have to make them understand, synthesize and then apply. वो application of knowledge तभी आ सकते हैं जब हम इस pillar platform में हम ऊपर जाए and help them in their life experiences. So this is something which is very important, and here I want to tell you that when I'm talking about communicating and imbibing those e-learning techniques, take it till you make it. आप uncomfortable होंगे, but ठीक है, वो दौर भी निकलेगा. आप comfortable होने में time लगेगा, but once you are there, you will find a world of a difference in this. So before I just stop here in terms of the delivery aspect, and before I start with discussing any doubts, any experiences that you want to share, कहीं आपने कोई technology या कुछ adopt करा होगा that we wish to talk about, something which was more effective and impactful in your case. Any other technique that works better? Anybody? देखो अभी मैंने इतनी बातचीत करी है that we need to give it a pause, let it absorb and have involvement. So anyone who wants to share the stage? I believe there are principals also who've joined in. A very good afternoon. So some things that your faculty is imbibing and you're encouraging them to do. Some techniques that they have been successfully implementing. All right. So now moving forward. Yes, sir. I heard someone. शायद वो गलती से हो गया, but no worries. We will go back to what we were discussing, and so what I will wish to talk about are the key parameters that we are looking at. Yes, undeniably what's happened is COVID has impacted the way education is happening, and as faculties, principals who joined in, UNESCO tells us that yes, academics have suffered, so there's no denial to that. Or this has reduced the attention spans, the quality of content which is delivered. But यहाँ हमें समझना है, it's not stressed just from the students and parents. Even faculty is on a back foot because 84% of the teachers, the research which is done in India, are facing difficulties. So you're not alone. And here it's because of the devices, and also most importantly, less than 20% are digitally trained. So you're the fortunate few that get exposed to the digital training that we are going to take today, and I will teach you how you can use the open source softwares. और इसका benefit straight away जो ले रहे हैं is all your online technology companies, the edtech that have come in, Byju Topper, Vedantu Khan Academy, and they all are growing exponentially because they have used technology to their advantage. यहाँ what are the factors that I need to keep in mind? This is backed by strong research which was done on students. जो कहते हैं in a large group कहाँ आप lack करते हो is interactivity. Is there enough interactivity in a pre-packaged or a small group? No problem. Large group, when you're teaching more than 20 to 30 people at the same time, interactivity आप कैसे बढ़ाएंगे to make it more impactful? Convenience है with online education, but जो e-content है, जो आप content online पढ़ा रहे हैं, वो self-paced नहीं है. मतलब आप पूरी class के साथ चल रहे हैं, there is no way that you can align it to any individual. और personalization कहीं ना कहीं missing हो गई है. We just give that 40 minutes lecture, it's over, we are out. So आप क्या कर सकते हैं कि वो personalized way में content deliverable हो. So अगर आप technology आपके हाथ में नहीं है, if the institution is आप भेजें on the content that you're teaching at a introductory level, middle level or tough level, or you give them the online content. और यहाँ relative advantage है because innovative product है, good quality का है, online आप दे रहे हो, but techniques जो आप adopt करते हो, यहाँ problem आ रही है जो mother tongue use नहीं कर रहे. Some students, if you feel majority of your class speak a particular language, there is no harm, but explain them in that language with English. I am not saying you let go of English because exams eventually are going to be done in that language. But how are we revising? Revision है जो online में lack करता है, and यहाँ जो lack करता है is the technical know-how and the infrastructural know-how. So when your class starts, are you telling your children how to be comfortable with the platform you're using? Are you giving them the training? And when I ask the principals, are you responsibly giving the training to the faculty to impart it? Because it has to follow a top-down approach. This is something which is very important when we talk about e-learning effectiveness and overall effectiveness when we talk about the pedagogies. So, two-way feedback system होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. You have random pop-up quizzes, fastest finger first, और ये सारे there are applications available that you can do it for free. So there are many applications. अगर for example Code Monkey की एक है जो शुरू के beginning में free देता है for students at school level. So there are many others. If you go and find out, Google Forms are always available where you send out MC quizzes and the students will fill it. And I'm sure in the yesterday's class they showed you how Google Forms are going to be done. यहाँ इसको कहते हैं sachetization of content, which is miniaturization of content. This is going to be the new normal as we move forward. So what you can use is for doubt clearing. Yes, you can have a chat, mail, call time fixed with your students, and you can do it anytime, anywhere. Assessment आप लेते हो, you do gamifications are there, but you play with the ranks and batches and Q&A that will encourage the students. This is all which is being done internationally in the best of universities, and they are adopting a very standardized and analyzed approach. And by the end of it, teaching methods are going to be very individual, but जो student ढूंढ रहा है in e-learning is the pedagogic impact of overall effectiveness, where they want to improve their understanding. They want to improve their grades, but it's not just about grades for them. When they were researched and reviewed, they said they want an engaged learning process. Are we giving them that? Are you giving them something which is enjoyable and keen, interesting for them? कि हम सिर्फ syllabus खत्म कराने में लगे हैं. What's important to them is conceptual clarity and satisfaction, because they want to grow and they want a holistic growth which improves their performance and confidence. So this is what matters to the students. Unlike yesteryears where we feel it was only grades and only grades that matter. So we need to move with that, and इसको करने और कराने के लिए what I will today talk about is आप कैसे अपनी वीडियोस बना लीजिए, जो शायद मोबाइल पे भी हो सकती है या डेस्कटॉप पे भी हो सकती है, और आप कैसे वीडियोस को कैप्चर करेंगे, आप कैसे एडिट करोगे. This is something that I will take it up and detail it out to you. So again a request, you need to keep it short and crisp. A lot of softwares don't allow more than 15 minutes, so we are looking at under 10 minutes. We don't need to use jargons unless wanted. आप simplify करके content भेजेंगे, which is what matters, and create a learn journey. So एक chapter है जिसमें for example any chapter that you're teaching, you make 4-5 of segments of 5 to 8 minutes, and you make a journey. So you say that the next 4 videos I send you will be part of your academic journey on this particular chapter. Here, when you're giving the content, it cannot be a read aloud mode. You need to have a story involved with narratives, case studies, charts दिखाइए, graphs दिखाइए, pictures दिखाइए. It's fine. अब YouTube आजकल आगे टीचर्स क्या सोचते हैं कि अगर हम बस वीडियो का लिंक भेज दें 7-8-15 मिनट की YouTube वीडियो जो कनेक्ट आपके साथ है एज अ फैकल्टी, for them you are the hero. You are likely. So no matter how good or bad is your presentation skill is secondary. Take that plunge, take that effort and give it out. Feedback से हम भी improve करेंगे. It's our own journey. और camera presence, I have told you time and again, the background I've told you, equipment Amazon पे available है. It's not very expensive. You can purchase that. It's an investment. You need one mic. You need, if you think you don't have a good background in your house in any corner, what you need is a green wall. Green wall is a green kapda जो अगर आप लगा देते हैं. Today I will show you how you can just remove that and make any video which can have any background, but it looks more professional when you're sending it to the students. You need a tripod because बार-बार हम फोन या लैपटॉप को ऐसे नहीं रख सकते. You need और अगर आपके पास कैमरा है, you shooting from the camera, SLR camera, you need a good tripod to attach it with lighting. And lighting, to make you understand lighting, आप जहाँ भी बैठेंगे आपकी लाइट कैमरा के पीछे होनी चाहिए. कितनी बार हम देखते हैं a lot of time people are sitting और बहुत धुंधले काले से दिखते हैं because लाइट आपके पीछे से आ रही है. If the light is coming from there on the camera, आपको कुछ क्लियरली नहीं दिखेगा. So the best way, if अगर आपको इन्वेस्टमेंट भी नहीं करनी है, आप अपना लैपटॉप उठाइए, मोबाइल उठाइए, सनलाइट के इधर रख दीजिए ताकि सन की रोशनी से आपका ओवरऑल ब्राइट लगे. Your presence is very bright. Or otherwise there's a table lamp, and if you want to do it more professionally, then you need to invest in buying the lights, which comes in many ranges. So lighting, at least positioning is very important. आप कहाँ रखेंगे, आपको हमेशा करना है that the light has to come behind this and not on your face to make it look blurred. And always क्या होता है, sometimes the teachers are just teaching like this and there's no connect. आपको कैमरा को closest to eye level रखना पड़ेगा for it to be impactful. Anything too high, आप कृष्ण जी जैसे आपके सारा माउथ का अंदर का दिखेगा, which doesn't look nice. The best is at eye level, and you're talking to them to have that contact going. And the distance between the screen and you should be 1.5 feet away, which is the bare minimum. And then you see, because you need to show your torso, you need to show your facial plus a little bit of your body language, so your hand gestures are part of play and they get captured. उसी से वो ज़्यादा impactful presence और conveying of message देता है. So this is something we need to know, and the best part of it is a smile that you need to get it plastered. No matter how important it is the connect which matters, and they should listen to you. So keep it as pleasant as you can. Now we come to all the ways that we can use. अब आप मोबाइल और डेस्कटॉप वीडियो एडिटिंग सॉफ्टवेयर है जो हम यूज कर सकते हैं, पर here what I will suggest is anyone who has used anything before I touch on this, just to understand, आप में से किसी ने वीडियोस अभी तक बनाई है?
Yes, ma'am. I make so many videos for the school because I am the principal of a CBSE school, so that's why I am making so many videos.
So sir, which software are you using, and is it via mobile or?
Via mobile, KineMaster.
KineMaster, okay. Anyone else? OBS is a wonderful one, yes, and
my presentation tube also.
Yes, I also presenting in OBS software.
Okay, so there is the screen sharing is also very easy. Yes.
My presentation tube is quite very easy to handle.
Okay, so that you can even you can show your pre-recorded content along with
Yes,
video?
yes, yeah.
Okay, so yes, so there you go. There are so many more names that you can experiment with. Luckily, what I teach today is going to be very different. But that will just add to it. So it's not delivery is not dependent on आप क्या use करते हो, क्या effective है. Screen recorder is something which I will take on. Yes, video shot they're using. We will So अब कोई भी एक पकड़ लीजिए. Fundamentally, they all remain the same. There's not much of a difference. But where it matters is how effectively are you using it, and it's the presence which makes a difference. So OBS is also very, very good. But आजकल YouTube, you can even present live on YouTube.
Excuse me, ma'am. Also use a WPS software. हम सामने से अपने आप को नहीं देख सकते, लेकिन जो PPT स्लाइड्स है उसके ऊपर हम प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं.
पर आपका फेस स्टूडेंट्स को दिखता है कि नहीं?
नहीं, इसमें नहीं दिखाई देता. जो लोग है ना शेमफुल यूज करते हैं कि उनको दिखना नहीं है, तो WPS सॉफ्टवेयर में रिकॉर्डिंग इजीली भी हो सकती है.
ठीक है, तो हाँ, I will never encourage because I feel by the end of it, आप बेशक content दे या ना दे, I will
I
not
use the OBS software. I will use
Yes.
the OBS software.
OBS, yeah, because
Yes.
आपका by the end of it, your face is there and
Yes.
So my advice, definitely stick to somewhere where your presence is felt. You are provider of the content because today if we Google, we can get content from anywhere. Khan Academy hai, now everywhere the content is at global world class level. So competition will not be there. You will always lose the battle. What is it? Is it the overall complete package as a faculty that you provide your students, which matters. So yes, OBS is wonderful. And today what I'm going to get you comfortable with is something called InShot. ये free में है और मैंने use करी हुई है. And InShot is on mobile. और VSCC है जो मैं आपको जो video editing software है जो मैं desktop पे use करती हूँ. I will teach you that. So there are just two because I want to give more time and explain you these two. And at the same time, some of you, if you using Apple, जो expensive है और इसमें ज़्यादा problem है, पर Apple का एक iMovie का software आता है where it allows you to pre-record the content in a professional way and then share it with the students. So these are the three that we will be taking up today. Now, in short, what I've done is I have created videos. I will explain it to you and then the whole pattern will be shown how it is done. So just give me a minute to share the screen back. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yes. So advantages ये है कि it's detailed, it's informative and engaging. The other ones that are available are video, pad, Lightworks, VSTC, iMovie, InShot, बहुत सारे हैं. Depends on what you're comfortable with. और अगर आपको एक समझ आ गया तो दूसरा तीसरा जंप करने में मुश्किल नहीं आएगी. I use iMovie because I have an Apple software, but otherwise VSTC is something which works 70-80% on a similar pattern. So I will go with VSTC क्योंकि वो freely available है. Now you have to even see जब भी आप जो भी use करेंगे, is it available for Windows, Linux या iOS? आपको देखना पड़ेगा. Then work on it. What all can you do is आप अपना audio, video, image, logo सब डाल सकते हैं. You can even put a text and a video overlay. And this is very easily exportable. अगर आपको अपने मोबाइल से बच्चों को straight away भेजना है, it's a matter of a click. And they have transition, sequencing, visual effects, जो हम थोड़े बहुत अभी देखेंगे. But primarily for academic purposes, focus is more on weaving the content together than just getting into effects because it eventually will distract the student. अब InShot ऐप है, अगर आप डाउनलोड करना चाहें अभी आप साइमल्टेनियसली डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. इट इज फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. InShot Pro है वो पेड है पर हम InShot Pro पे नहीं काम करेंगे. The most important thing when you work on these softwares is that आप aspect ratio को लेके चलेंगे. ये sounds very technical, but अगर आप YouTube के लिए वीडियोस बनाते हैं तो आप लैंडस्केप वे में बनाते हैं where you see it's more like a rectangle. So उसका aspect ratio है 16:9. 1080 into 1080 is the pixel size that they are looking at. तो ये आपको बहुत ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा. Otherwise it's not very easy. बाद में उसको रीसाइज करने में जितना भी टेक्स्ट आपने लिखा हुआ होता है वो लीक कर जाता है, ओवरफ्लो कर जाता है. So that's not manageable. और अगर आप साइमल्टेनियसली सोशल मीडिया में भी काम करते हैं तो अब कॉन्सेप्ट हो गया है शॉर्ट्स का. Because as I'm telling you, the attention spans are dipping in how their students are now moving to shorts in YouTube जो उन्होंने लॉन्च करी है, Instagram Reels and on social media and otherwise. And otherwise the other pattern is a square. तो ये आपको देखना पड़ेगा आप कहाँ के लिए मोबाइल वीडियो बना रहे हैं. That is something you need to decide in Canvas. InShot में Canvas आता है. There is where we decide how we plan to go about it. Now let's come on the mobile. अगर आप डाउनलोड करना चाहते हैं, you're most welcome. Otherwise, I will show you how it works. आप InShot को डाउनलोड कर लेंगे. The leftmost screen is the first screen that InShot will open at. It will ask you what you want to do. Are you just going to? Is there a problem? Why is the sound coming? I can't. Can you all hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I was talking about InShot. यहाँ पर अगर हम वीडियो बनाना चाह रहे हैं, फोटो और कोलाज, एडवांटेज ये है कि you can do this on your mobile. You don't even need the laptop. Right. When you go to the video, the next option is it will ask for a video from your recordings, right? So on your phone, if you've recorded it, आप वीडियो को वहाँ से pick up करेंगे, and then the moment you pick it up, first if you see is a canvas. Can you see that I've drawn a blue circle on it? Canvas is where you fix your aspect issue. For example, if I had to put this video on Instagram, I will use a 1:1. If you are putting it on YouTube or sending it to your students, you go with 16:9. So first thing first, आप decide करोगे आपको कौन से format में चाहिए, because presentation जैसे मैंने word of the day लिखा है, अगर कोई भी लंबा sentence है वो नहीं आएगा if I convert it to 1:1. So this is something we have to keep in mind, and you can see on the other page they have even shown you that you wish to decide to go ahead with whichever pattern. For you can see YouTube का अलग है और Instagram का दो अलग अलग दिए हुए हैं. You need to choose. एक बार वीडियो आपकी चली गई और आपने ये डाल दिया, after that you can split a file. If you want to delete बीच का कुछ question है, for example if I'm recording and suddenly I get a line and then I start again. So जो बीच का part है, you can even edit that. That can be done by splitting. I will show you how that's done. आप delete कर सकते हैं from the start and the end, because sometimes you're standing and आप time लगा के computer तक आते हैं, वो part आपको delete करना है. That is also possible in InShot. The volume can be tweaked around, the speed, all that can be done, the cropping, rotation, everything is possible at the click of a button. So this is how convenient it is. यहाँ now I will show you hands on, because I know वो time लगेगा जब तक आप download करते हैं and उस पे काम करेंगे. So I will show you a video of how it looks. In the video you need to know that the step one was मैंने कंटेंट को कैमरा से रिकॉर्ड करके फोन पे रखा. आप बेसिक एडिटिंग अपनी करोगे, बिकॉज यहाँ पर जो मेरा बैकग्राउंड है वो ग्रीन वॉल है. ग्रीन वॉल का एक कपड़ा आता है, यू कैन बाय. अगर आप अमेजोन में जाएंगे, इट वेरीज फ्रॉम 300 रुपीज़ टू 2000 रुपीज़. जो 1000-1200 की रेंज में, दैट्स अ थिक कपड़ा. द क्वालिटी इज वेरी गुड, सो देयर विल नॉट बी अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ लीकेज. अगर आप इन्वेस्ट करते हो ऑन बाय दैट ग्रीन मटीरियल, so go for a medium quality where the quality is fine. I have even purchased for 200, 300, 400 रुपए के कपड़ा in the beginning, and I realized जब मैं एडिटिंग करने जाती थी प्रॉब्लम आती. So अगर आप ग्रीन वॉल पे बैठे हैं और आपने बैकग्राउंड पे ग्रीन वॉल रख के रिकॉर्डिंग करी है, so you need to note, जब आप बेसिक एडिटिंग अपना बस थोड़े से अगर वॉल दिख रही है उसको काट दीजिए, पूरा बैकग्राउंड ग्रीन वॉल पर ही होना चाहिए, and then you take it on InShot. वहाँ आप अपनी वीडियो अपलोड करोगे, which will take time. Once it gets uploaded, you can do the basic editing of splitting the file and deleting the extra part. और फिर आप कंटेंट टेक्स्ट भी डाल सकते हैं. वहाँ नीचे बॉक्स में दिया होगा टेक्स्ट. You can format and you can put it. I'll discuss all that, but I'll just show you. Don't worry, there is no sound. So आपके पास अगर sound नहीं आ रहा, there's no sound here. You just need to see how this is to be done. sorry, I could not talk that time and I think you could hear me. So what's more important is how I showed you कि शुरू में जो था, I just went to the screen, जो आपके साथ भी होएगा, because if you're doing it individually, आप हमेशा अपने आप नहीं कर पाओगे. So obviously शुरू का part है which we'll have to cut out. By the time you go to the screen and you stand over there, वो आप edit कर सकते हो. Where I will split the file. There's a function called split. I split the file and I delete the beginning chunk, and then I take it forward. और जो आप देख रहे थे, there was a screen recorder which I've downloaded on my mobile. Screen rec वो record करके मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ. So anytime you want to show anything which you've recorded on your screen to your students, there is a screen recorder app. There are many more apps which are available, but ये free of cost है और इससे आप record करके अपना content from your mobile भी दिखा सकते हैं to your students. So option number 1 was, अगर आपने देखा था मेरा green wall ऊपर से थोड़ी सी दीवार दिख रही थी, तो वो editing में already अपने कैमरा में कर लूँगी, because it's not that convenient. वो crop करते हुए equally crop होता है. So आप basic editing अपने ही कैमरा में कर लो. After that it got imported. When I went to apply new, we imported that video there on our lead shot. और beginning वाला part वो edit कर रहा था. So it split the file and then it will delete. So purposely stopped so you understand this. After this it will show you how to add the text. I'm saying something, then I point, and when I point, मैं कैसे उस text को वहाँ डालूँगी वो video में देखिएगा. So have a look at it again. Any doubt? I don't think I can speak while the video is on. And in the text, see नीचे text box में क्या-क्या options available है. That is something which they will just show you. So just give me a minute to show you again. Yeah, so now I'll have to start again, but have a look at what down thought first. While the most famous autodidact shocked the world and created Michael Dell, Benjamin Franklin Taylor, and many more. But what's the common thread? It's the fact for lifelong. Learning and questioning the fear. And questioning the fear existence and giving formulation. So you have one number there rightly say that the future belongs to the autodidacts of medicine, in the letters. Alright, so here, I know it went a little fast or समझ नहीं आएगा, but that was the easiest way for me to tell you. अगर आप देखेंगे, आप click of a hand से, button से सब कुछ control कर सकते हैं. Text को बढ़ाना या कम करना was just with a pinch on the screen that I managed to do. और मैंने अपने finger से उसको increase और decrease करा था, that you saw. You can put it ऊपर या नीचे, वो आप drag with your fingers ही कर सकते हो on a touch phone. It is that convenient. यहाँ where you saw I split the file, basic editing जो मैंने करी थी, वहाँ लिखा हुआ है split file. आप segments बना देते हैं अपने उसको. जो initial और जो last part था, मैंने उसको split करा पहले, और फिर जाके मैंने उस पे जाके highlight करके उसको बस delete कर दिया. It deletes the extra part. So we're clear with how to split the file and delete it. After that, अगर आप देखते हैं, मैंने text पे click करा, text का color या border का color या shadow का color या label, जो box में वो text था उसको label बोलते हैं. You can dabble with all that. These are the simplistic tools that you need to impart anything under the sky when it's academic. Now to engage the students, if you want to insert a picture, आप वो भी कर सकते हैं from your own screen. आप picture in picture, वहाँ पे POP लिखा था, picture in a picture. That option is also available if you want to show. And the stickers are there, the arrows and the basic ones that you want to show, आप वो भी दिखा सकते हैं in the video on a click of a button. So this is basic mobile video editing that we can actually manage to do, and that is something which is very, very useful. So how many of you think that you can and use mobile editing? Gagandeep, I understand what is happening is the sound is coming to me, it's not coming to you. So computer का अभी आवाज ले रहा है. Otherwise, the sound was not there. I can even insert music. This was just pre-recorded in a hurry. So from where we can edit video. Okay, so now it's not coming. You need to first. InShot doesn't have a watermark always. Otherwise, that's the biggest disadvantage of InShot coming all this, the biggest drawback for now is green screen cannot be worked upon on this. इसके लिए फिर आपको you have to download another software which cuts out the background, inserts a green screen background and put it. So normally you can just sit wherever, record your content, put the text graphics and send it. How to format letter size when we write any text in Instagram. How to format letter size. See, when it's letters, this is mostly for images, videos that you saw and collages. अगर आप letter size का formats बोल रहे हो, then Canva is a very good app which is available, which has all the options. If I show you, I don't have it recorded on my phone. I can just show you, and I'm sure many of you are using Canva. There are wonderful videos on that. Canva. This is how, I don't know if it's visible right now. Yeah, won't be visible. There's a Canva app. It's wonderful when you want to make a poster and all the animations are there. You can make a flyer. You can send an invitation art, and the biggest advantage of Canva, I'll write the name, I'll download PJ or many videos. It's a very big company doing very well, and this is the इनके पास inbuilt जो है इनके पहले given है. Whatever you wish to use, all that is given. So you can use one of those templates which they give as a software, so in whichever format. So if you're looking at format, letter size, then Canva is one of the best that we can use for this. But more so, where we can edit videos. Videos के लिए now what I'm going to show you is VSPC. In short, is something that I have used in the past, and I have not faced any problem in the free version. Is what I was telling you about. The only issue comes in the green wall. अगर आपको green wall use करना है तो VSPC is a very good software which I'll teach you, and I will do a hand साथ में बैठ के करेंगे, and I'll show you how that functions. But meanwhile, before that, yes. So you must be wondering what is a mobile screen recorder now. The free ones, there are many in the market right now available, but what I am using is a screen record where you just download the option. So अगर आप sorry, it just started. Yeah, so आप ये ऐप भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं where the maximum length of any recording is 15 minutes, and you can do the trimming in video editors like InShot or VSPC पे जाके आप edit कर सकते हैं. But sometimes what happens, आप LinkedIn में है and someone has shared a very impactful video. For example, when I was teaching communication in my college at Guru Gobind Singh College of Commerce, नया तब एक ad आया था on which company was that? Zomato. IPO तो अब आया है. They were coming with very good ads. What they had done was they had shared individual stories when COVID had just started about their employees and how it's the balance with work and play, and every employee was showcased, and they showed the importance of employee engagement in that ad, and that's something which I wanted to discuss with my students. और YouTube का link available होता है, but ऐसी videos का link sometimes it's just part of it. So what I did was I just recorded it, and then we used it for our class discussions. So if you wish to do something like that, which is a non-YouTube centric recording, and you want to show it to them, then this is how it works. You simply download a screen recorder and see how it works. There is no sound there. I hope it works fine. that. Sometimes you're in a hurry and on the go you see something very informative, you can just record it and keep it. It gets saved with your images in your mobile, which you can later on just edit and crop it and then show it and forward it to your class, and that's really helpful when it comes to mobile screen recording. बहुत सारे software है, I'm just naming one of them, and what's something you can incorporate in your teaching style. Moving on, now let's look at what all you can do from the desktop. Desktop में आप कैसे record कर सकते हैं? Similarly, like I explained this whole process. Sometimes you want to explain them कि software कैसे चलेगा, and you're in a hurry. For example, if I have to teach them how to use SPSS, which is a statistical package, and how they forget how many settings can you actually write. So what you do is you do a hands-on yourself, and you just share the link. So that desktop screen recording option is also available. It will enhance your explanation. हर बार YouTube का link share करना will diminish and dilute your presence and involvement. So आप अपना खुद का use करके desktop से share कर सकते हैं, and it can get uploaded as a shareable link. This is a free software which it allows you. There are many. There's Format Factory, Screencam, Screencast-O-Matic, iObit, iFun, ScreenRec. काफी सारे हैं. I have downloaded a Screencast-O-Matic, which is very simple. What you have to do is you go on to Screencast-O-Matic. If you want to write down the name, you can write down. It's Screencast-O-Matic. आप जाइए, आप बिना sign up करे भी सीधा launch free recorder कर सकते हैं. You click on it and it starts recording. ये dotted जैसी line आपको दिख रही है, the dotted line will come and it'll start capturing it. You need to stop वो automatically. जैसे stop होएगा link create होकर आ जाएगा. But yes, if you download it, it's much better, because once you download a free Cast-O-Matic, you will get an icon which will always be on top. So if something you find interesting, you click on the icon and you are ready to record anything which is available, and then a shareable link can be passed on to the students to explain how it functions. So these are something which can be incorporated in a varied pedagogy style in your teaching, which is informative and quite learning, because you personalize the experience. It's not a one-stop shop जहाँ आपने YouTube का सबको भेज दिया है. This is in a personalized fashion that it is available. Okay, now we come to audio capturing tools. A podcast का ज़माना है. I'm sure Praneet Chandra sir has taught you how to even make your own podcast and share it with them. But there are other capturing tools. Sorry, the spelling is incorrect. There are audio capturing tools. एक है Audacity. आप simply जो आप Kodak का अगर mic खरीदेंगे, the one that I explained, you put it here in your laptop and you start recording. And even on your mobile, you can start doing that. You can do the changes on the softwares, and it actually converts it to very high quality content. आपकी जो there is sound deviation and dithering जो होता है, वो उसको reduce करता है. And Audacity is absolutely free of cost. And sometimes what happens is you want to show a video and explain it your way. So video शायद there is no sound to it, but आपको explain करना है that model, or you want to explain a picture, आप Audacity में जाके audio link record कर सकते हैं, which can be shared with the students later on, and they can have a look at it. Okay, so someone's asking me which app, ma'am, for screen recording you are talking about. Screencast-O-Matic is the name for the desktop screen that I'm talking about, and screen recorder है जो free of cost है for mobiles. ऊपर वाला is not for mobile is screen recorder, and Screencast-O-Matic is desktop. So if you download it, and any अगर आप research के type है or mathematical background, this can be very helpful when you're using it, because I just for my project report, students were having a problem in transforming the data, and for example factor analysis करना था. So factor analysis, what are the steps, how do you show normality of the data and all those details, step by step you can show it to them. And for bio, if you have a little image of your digestive elements and the details that you want to get into, you show it with Audacity, where you have to record your own voice. Your Audacity is for voice. Here, nothing to do with your images. Image is something you can probably pick up from the internet and use that record just your Audacity पे अपना audio and then you can delete the पहले वाला audio and link Audacity. So many times when you get intensively into recordings, आपको पता चलेगा कि it's a very good way of reducing the errors and you can work around with using Audacity. Now coming back to the different capturing tools, most important and something which a lot of us are using now and is gaining popularity is live streaming. अब आपको अपनी क्लास को live stream करना है. Yes, Facebook, but a lot of faculties we don't have Facebook accounts, and individually you have to have them added to you as your Facebook friends, and then it's more technical and something which we don't do that openly and obviously. So यहाँ पर आप live streaming straight away without any external setup or files transfer or editing कर सकते हैं on YouTube. यहाँ YouTube also gives you an option to pre-record and schedule the event later, which means आप शाम को record करके 40 minutes का lecture डाल सकते हैं, but वो live streaming की date आप fix कर सकते हैं to say class happening tomorrow at 9 AM. These options are possible, and here live streaming आपको YouTube देता है, Facebook देता है, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn सब दे रहे हैं, but there is a difference which you need to know why not to use a Facebook or why to use a YouTube. जो file size है YouTube will restrict to 4 GB. So what I'm trying to tell you is keep it to 15 minutes. हाँ, maximum video length is 90 minutes, but जब आप editing करेंगे वो file heavy हो जाएगी. Anything more than 4 GB, Facebook will not be able to go live. YouTube allows you much more, so the length can be 12 hours that you can go live for, and YouTube वाली video is high definition. Facebook is not high definition. There are no issues of that, but YouTube, as I told you, aspect ratio को ज़रूर ध्यान में रखिए, वरना वो video impressive नहीं बनकर आएगी. 16:9 is always your aspect ratio. Facebook पे many options है, उसमें आप square में भी कर सकते हैं, rectangle भी कर सकते हैं, long भी कर सकते हैं, सारे options Facebook पे available है. जो सबसे बड़ी disadvantage on Facebook है, आपका content कभी भी rank या search नहीं हो पाएगा. If I go back on YouTube, Google, and I try to find out कि where is that content on Facebook, search में नहीं आएगा. It will not be part of the search optimization. Here, YouTube will be there. If your link is there on YouTube and you search exactly, you will find it, but it will not be able to be monetized. If you're looking to be a faculty who wants to monetize your plan on YouTube, not with a live class, then you have to make your own channel, and there you have अगर आपको अपना channel monetize करना है, so you need at least 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 hours of watch time, then you can consider monetization. So my advice to you, if you become camera friendly, you want to speak to a greater mass and you want to monetize the channel and your institute allows you to, then आप अपना channel create करके करें. Otherwise, to teach the students, you restrict yourself to YouTube live sessions, which is very easy. So I'll just explain you what you need. What you need is a verified YouTube account. आप मोबाइल से नहीं कर पाएंगे because मोबाइल में condition for now है कि you need at least 1,000 subscribers. But if you want to go live, did someone say that? Sorry, did I miss out on anything? Yeah, so what I was telling you, मोबाइल से YouTube लाइव जाना मुश्किल है because यहाँ आपको 1,000 सब्सक्राइबर्स चाहिए, बट ये कंडीशन रिमूव हो जाती है on desktop version. यहाँ आपको क्या चाहिए? Your account needs to be verified. Where I explain you, there are very simple steps. मेरा account verified है, so I don't have it saved. I'll tell you how the screen looks. And I told you they have a new option of events. अगर आप events पे click करेंगे, you upload your file, and then they'll ask you at what time you want to go live. That option is available. So step 1, आप YouTube channel खोलिए. आप right top पे आपकी picture ही आएगी, your picture icon will come. You click on the settings, and वहाँ you will find the settings next to the icon which will tell you text me the verification code. आप text करेंगे, आपके मोबाइल, आप अपना मोबाइल की details सारे देंगे, तो the moment the verification code comes, verification had to come. You just अपने आप create your own channel, go, and then you'll be able to follow the process. It's very simple. It's just a one-time initial जब आपको verification code आएगा. Once that is in place, you are good to go and you can actually take it forward and use it. Now moving on, and what we will look at is video editing software, which is VSDC. What I will teach you is how do we insert and add the video, the images, the audio. Green screen को कैसे हटाते हैं and logo को कैसे डालते हैं, or even watermarks. Sometimes what happens is your video gets used by others, so you want to put a watermark to know that it is pertaining to your college, your class. And then there are different effects. When you're adding too many pictures and you want to have a fade in, fade out, you want to zoom, control the speed, insert the text, and editing is important. So we will take those up. I will now share my screen with using VSDC Live. So I'm just going to stop here and give you hands on when it comes to using VSDC. Yes, any doubts? Anyone who's using VSDC or has used VSDC when it comes to video editing? It's very simple. You don't have to rely on anyone else. And there are many videos which are available on YouTube. अगर आप कहीं अटक भी जाते हैं, it's very easy to understand and use the software. But my advice would be, you make your videos on your mobile, transfer it to your computer and do the editing on these softwares. That is the best way forward. But yeah, अगर 2 minute, 3 minute की है, the best is to use your mobile and execute it. But anything more than that, if you're looking at 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and that's going to be the usual norm, then I suggest we could even use these softwares that we're looking at. So now I am going to download, if anyone wishes to do the same along with me, you can download VSDC, how it looks like. I'll just show you. So just let me share the, I think I'll just have to, one, I hope मेरी पूरी स्क्रीन अब दिख रही है आपको. Can you all see it? I can't hear anyone. Can you hear me? Can you?
Yes, sir.
Sure. So as you can see on my screen, the one that I was talking about, Audacity, this you can see Audacity is here, which is very useful to do the editing. I also have something called a YouTube downloader, which I would advise all of you must keep. आप YouTube की videos YouTube downloader से download कर सकते हैं. This is also free of cost available. It's a must when you're teaching. You can download the impactful YouTube videos that you want to show to your class and save it on your computer. So this is something which is a must. And then for VSDC, I will show you free editor, जो अभी मैंने online से download करा है. You just click, and यहाँ पर one thing you need to note, जब आप you start downloading the video editing software, वो आपसे पूछेगा, is your computer 32-bit or a 64-bit? So please be careful. पहले आप go to your computer, know अगर आपका computer 32-bit है और 64-bit है, and then only you download it. Otherwise वो चलेगा नहीं. Once downloaded, it takes time to open up, and I'll just show you. And purposely I'm going live to show you, because don't think you're getting stuck. Since it's a free software, इसमें सारी options available नहीं है. It will be a little slow in its usage, so we have to keep this in mind. Gradually, VSDC video editor is opening. It does take time the first time, so you'll have to just bear with me. It's a heavy file, so आपको थोड़ा space देना पड़ेगा. Then once it starts, it will give you many options कि आपको screen capture करना है, or is it a blank project. ये है pro solution, हम नहीं ले रहे because I don't want to pay for it. I will work on a free software. It looks something like this, where if I want, I can start a blank project. I can create a slideshow, import content. सारी ऑप्शन आएगी. I would suggest आप you can keep making a note of how you want to go through it. I will always click on a blank project. I am starting a new one, so I click on a blank project. वो बोलेगा to give a name to your project, so I will look at project final, whatever can be the name. You need to remember the name. और यहाँ पे resolution, जो मैंने आपको बार बार बोला है, resolution में aspect ratio brackets में आ रहा है 16:9, 4:3, 1:1. You have to decide. YouTube related है अगर and what आप कौन सा comfortable with in a lateral setting. I go with 16:9. Frame rate आप मत टच करिए, जितनी high quality है उतने ज़्यादा frames आ जाएंगे. Let it be where it is. Background color, if you want to have a prefix background color, for example, I'm comfortable with black. A black one is coming. बीच में कभी problem आएगी, doesn't matter. And that's it. You don't have to write the publisher, description, ये सब आप खाली छोड़ दीजिएगा, कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, आप finish. उसके बाद जो screen आएगी, it will look something like this. I'll have to, yeah. All your projects, what you're working on, will come under this, and this is how it will look. If I ever want to add anything, I will go to the add object and add all my objects which are coming in. Here what you have to keep in mind, अगर मैं इसको open करके आपको दिखाती हूँ, options है of adding an image, I add audio, and I add video. Now if I start with just adding the image, I clicked on image. It wanted me to keep my videos available, so I go to desktop. आपने कहीं सेव करके रखे होंगे. So here for the exercise मैंने BSTC का folder बनाया है. I go to images and logo. So let me just आप one by one भी ले सकते हैं. Otherwise you can take all the ones that you wish. I wish to open them all. यहाँ ना दो ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल है. They will ask you add to layer. जो आपका नीचे दिख रहा है ये पूरा टाइमलाइन है. ऑप्शन होती है एक तो आप add to layer सारे के सारे इकट्ठे आ जाएंगे. I'll show you अगर मैं दोनों, और दूसरा ओपन विज़ार्ड भी मैं आपको सिखाऊंगी. add to layer में क्या हुआ, ये चारों हमारे आ गए, right? It's coming as it is. The first picture I took. If you want to show the second picture that was there. The third one, I've purposely taken a green wall to show you how it looks, and the fourth picture. Now, if you see transition, इतना comfortably नहीं हुआ था. So what you do is, this is your timeline. आप जो भी काम करेंगे अपने timeline पे ही करेंगे. All the editing, सब कुछ timeline पे होगी. अब ये सारा एक लाइन में आ रहा है. What I can do is, और कुछ effects. What I'm going to do is मैं इन सबको different timelines, different layers में आप जैसे मर्जी डालो, it doesn't matter. थोड़ा सा overlap करते हुए मैं डालूंगी ताकि I want कुछ एक से दूसरे पे जाते हुए ना कुछ effect आए. It should just be blank positioning, and this is called transition. अगर मैं first वाले pick कर देती हूँ, यहाँ पे मैं transition डालना चाहती हूँ. It's an effect that I want to add. So I go to videos. I go, these are the options that are coming. Can you see transitions यहाँ पर? Suppose end में I want a chest transition coming. और जो transition है end में ही आएगा when there's an overlap to the other video. So to the end of the screen पे आया हुआ है. This is fine. Don't touch this. इसको to the end of the screen पे रहने दीजिए. बस lock start और lock end position को हटा दीजिए. Because we are now making changes. And press on OK. तो अब अगर आप देखोगे स्क्रीन अपना सीन 0 में जाते हो एंड आई गेट द कर्सर, ये कर्सर को आप मैन्युअली बैक कर सकते हैं. आप एक तरफ से ड्रैग करेंगे एंड जस्ट सी अब सेकंड वीडियो में जाते हुए अगर आ रहा है कि नहीं. डिड यू सी दैट इफेक्ट केम? नाउ ऑन सेकंड वन आई कैन अगेन पुट अ ट्रांजिशन. देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ट्रांजिशन. आप वीडियो इफेक्ट में जाएंगे, ट्रांजिशन पे जाएंगे. सपोज मैंने वाइट डाल दिया, ठीक है. सेम टू द एंड ऑफ द स्क्रीन जैसे है छोड़ दीजिए. बस लॉक्स को हटा दीजिए बिकॉज आपने चेंजेस करे हैं. ओके, वाइप आ गया. वापस सीन 0 पे जाएंगे आप टू नो. सेकंड हो गया, थर्ड हो गया. I'm just trying to show you कौन से effects है, what you like and what you choose. These are transitions. लॉक हटाना बहुत ज़रूरी है, इसको बिल्कुल मत भूलना, otherwise nothing will happen. Yeah. Now मैं कर्सर को वापस लाऊंगी and I will just play and see. फर्स्ट में मोज़ाइक था, faded. These are the effects you can put in your screen. Now what's missing is the music is missing. Somehow I don't find it very appealing to listen to all of this. So what we can do is we can add music. So here in add objects आपके पास image है, audio है, video. I go to audio. It's simple. I just press on my audio. मेरे डेस्कटॉप में VLCC में फाइल में म्यूजिक में I have inserted a song. MP3 ले लेता है. Open. Insert to new layer कर लेते हैं. Not the same layers. तो वो crash करेगा with them others. Now let's just see if the music is coming. Observation 1, आपको लगता है जो म्यूजिक है वो ज़्यादा लंबा है and videos कम है. और second observation, it was very loud. So we need to fix that up. How we can do it is simply आप जाएंगे, आप कर्सर पे क्लिक करेंगे, राइट, जैसे आप क्लिक करेंगे उस पर all the details will come कि मैंने कहाँ से ऑडियो ट्रैक को उठाया है. It's an MP3. All the details will come and simply you can drag and dim like this. I am just dragging the file and it can become lesser like this and come to down. Now what you see is जब म्यूजिक खत्म होएगा वहीं पर वीडियोस खत्म होएगी. So one thing I think we managed that it just stops there and second is थोड़ा loud था. So what you have to do over here, you have to click to a right click, right? Right click में इनके पास properties properties are not showing. Otherwise on the right side the properties always come. They're not. आप देख सकते हैं the properties. Just can you see last is showing me properties. Yeah, I go to the properties window. You click right click and properties आएंगे end में. You can do all the changes over here where you can do the cutting and splitting. Just go to the audio mixing. All the details are given here. All this can be played around. The volume can be reduced over here, right? And then you click on apply changes. And then I close this. It's lesser than before, but you again need to go back, reduce the volume that is possible and see if it works well and better. Can you see? Now it's lesser and far better off when you're listening to it. And this is how simple it can get. यहाँ MP3 sound है. You can also record in Audacity and keep it with the pictures that you click from the internet, which is easily available and that could be used. Any doubt so far? Yes ma'am, अभी के लिए था, पहले के लिए अभी clear नहीं हो पा रहा. But any doubt, any difficulty when it comes to only the pictures that I'm using right now? I will teach you with the video how to delete the extras. We will even look at it and we will even look at the green screen, how the editing has to be done. So kindly use this. It is not very difficult at all and I'm good. I'm happy to hear that it's all clear. So now let me go back to where we were. हुआ. This is more so when I get the videos I'm looking in. I've taught you how to insert this. Now let's just read this and let my, I'll do it again for you for simplistic understanding. For example, now if I have to pick up a video, and when I have to pick up a video and then I have to tell you how to insert the logo, the watermarks, वो बहुत ज़रूरी है. That's something that we will look at. So what I do is I go to my add object because अब मैंने सारे delete कर दिए हैं. I go to my video now. क्योंकि आप वीडियो बनाएंगे तो आप डेस्कटॉप में जाइए. आपने कहीं फोल्डर बनाया होगा जहाँ पर you have saved all your videos. So here let me look at a video that I've made. Add a new layer and okay. ठीक है, अब ये प्री-मेड है और ये प्री-मेड थी 1:1 रेशियो में. तो अगर आप 16:9 पे काम करोगे और आपका 1:1 है तो साइड के दो काले बॉर्डर रह जाएंगे. यू कांट डू एनीथिंग अबाउट इट बिकॉज मैंने कहा था कि जब आप बनाओगे यू हैव टू बी वेरी क्लियर विद द एस्पेक्ट्स. अब मैंने बनाया तो 1:1 को, पर अब मैं यूज कर रही हूँ 16:9. But anyways, doesn't matter. That is not what I want to teach you. I want to tell you now how it will look. Okay, let the sound go. Hi, I'm Shabani Bhatia and welcome to Rainbow's special segment on communication, where we get your updates with a sole focus in mind. अच्छा, अब मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे शुरू का अपना नाम हटाना है. आई वॉन्ट टू जस्ट ट्रिम इट और आई डोंट वॉन्ट द वीडियो टू बी दिस लॉन्ग. इट्स 1 minute 51 seconds. आई वॉन्ट टू कीप इट टू, आई वॉन्ट टू कट द बिगिनिंग. अगर आपको बिगिनिंग से कट करना है, ट्रिम करना है, तो वो फिर भी आई गो या ये ऐसे ट्रिमिंग पॉसिबल है. बैक से आप ट्रिम कर सकते हैं. बट व्हाट इफ आई वांट टू ट्रिम जस्ट द फर्स्ट 5 seconds. अगर डिटेल स्पेसिफिक पार्ट आपको डिलीट करना है, कोई वर्ड की प्रोनाउंसिएशन गलत हो गई, आपको डिलीट करना है, हम वो कैसे करेंगे? इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट. सो यहाँ कंफ्यूज नहीं होना. यहाँ 2 वे ऑफ एडिटिंग है विच इज व्हाट आई वांट टू टीच यू. वन इज कि मुझे सिर्फ बीच का सेक्शन रखना है, शुरू का पार्ट काटना है. सो व्हाट आई डू इज यहाँ से मेरी ट्रिमिंग स्टार्ट हुई. Why is it coming to me? I'm just adding the video again. कभी कभी आपका ऐसे हंग हो जाएगा. डोंट वरी बिकॉज ये फ्री सॉफ्टवेयर में ये प्रॉब्लम आई. ठीक है, शुरू का पार्ट अगर मुझे ट्रिम करना है, आई एम ऑन द पार्ट. ट्रिमिंग स्टार्ट्स नाउ. Hi, I'm Shabani Bhatia and welcome to Rainbow's special segment on communication. And अब मैंने जाके, अच्छा यहाँ से अगर मैं ट्रिमिंग स्टार्ट करती हूँ, इससे पहले वाला पार्ट ट्रिम हो चुका है. When we get your updates with a sole focus in mind, that is to make you a better, bigger and bolder communicator. बस अगर मुझे सिर्फ इतना पार्ट, शुरू का पार्ट मैंने कट कर दिया. आई गो टू द scissors that you find in editor और वहाँ कटिंग एंड स्प्लिटिंग की ऑप्शन है और ट्रिमिंग इट. सो जहाँ तक शुरू का पार्ट मैंने काटा एंड बिगर बोल्डर कम्युनिकेटर तक ही मुझे लेना था. आई ट्रिम्ड दैट दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट एंड दिस इज व्हाट आई वांटेड टू. When we get your updates with a sole focus in mind, that is to make you a better, bigger and bolder communicator. That's it. So this was the chunk. When आपको पता है लंबी वीडियो है, आपको पूरी नहीं चाहिए, आपको एग्जैक्ट एक सेगमेंट चाहिए, you go to editor, you go to cutting and splitting, आप scissor वाला यहाँ जाके मैंने ये ब्रैकेट फिक्स होता है, दिस विल यू कैन पुट द रेड लाइन, if you see the line is turned red, यहाँ एक आ गया, that means you split the file. Now let's go आगे. I'm just splitting the file. What I like to update with a sole focus in mind, that is to make you a better, bigger and bolder communicator who is an influencer wherever you go. I can even split. अभी मैंने सिर्फ बीच में जैसे रोड ब्लॉक्स है ना वो लगा रही हूँ, and बाद में I will cut them into segments and see what I want to do. I can put transitions, I can delete parts of it. I'll just tell you what all we do. आप यहाँ से जाके यहाँ से भी play कर सकते हैं. In your professional or in your personal sphere, और अब जो मैं आपको बताऊंगी, आपको जानो, मानो और ठानो. The basic premise here is it's natural to feel that way. Okay, and I'll do another one. This is just to explain you that आप बीच में road blocks लगा रहे हो. Now these are you're inserting these and you can just cut them. They are now. If I look at this, I can pull it down, right? I can pull it down. These are different parts. ये अगर मुझे delete करना है, I can delete this part. पूरी video delete नहीं होती. And if I want, I can now join this with this, this with this. So it becomes something very different. By the end of it, अगर आपको portions काटने हैं, पूरा नहीं काटना. और अगर आपको सिर्फ एक छोटा सा portion रखना है, तो straight away you go to the trimming. But yeah, if you want to do editing and suppose over here, if I want to add this to this with a transition, as I taught you, what you have to do is over here, go to effects, go to transitions. Here suppose I want a push transition. In my, I need to remove the lock. ये बहुत ज़रूरी है, बिल्कुल मत भूलना. Right, and now the blend has come in. Now if we start, आपको कर्सर लेके जाना पड़ेगा जहाँ से भी आप अपना काम शुरू कर रहे हैं. Hi, I'm Shabani Bhatia and welcome to my most special segment on communication. अब देखो तो ये overlap हुआ ना आवाज़, देखो ये इसका हमने बिल्कुल join कर दिया है. We need to, yeah, now it won't happen. The communication in your professional or in your personal sphere. और अब जो मैं आपको बताऊंगी, आपको जानो, मानो और ठानो. The basic premise here is it's natural to feel that way as being. This was the blend that you put in and this is the transition that I put in when you make the changes. So are we here with cutting? Agar there's a mean chunk, then I go to the scissor icon. It is a start and a stop on smaller portions that I'm looking at. Then I put the parenthesis, the bracket sign. So this is to do with the cutting. We have done the music. Now let me teach you how to put the watermarks or the logos that I want to put. So suppose let's take this cleanup file and delete this. Confusion हो जाएगा अगर मैं छोड़ दूँगी. So now I am teaching you watermarks कैसे डालते हैं on videos and video effects. So let's go to object. I first go to image. क्योंकि हमें logo रखना पड़ेगा. So I go to my desktop. I go to software. अब logo यहाँ पर है. Suppose I look at Adbox, which is my company logo. Okay, the Adbox logo has come. Now I add a video. I go to video. क्योंकि अब हम running video में हम picture पे भी डाल सकते हैं. That's not a problem. But I'll just show you how it goes and how it will go. So you will go to desktop. ये बार बार आपको जाना पड़ेगा. आप अपना अलग से folder बना लो. ये confusion नहीं होगी. This is my logo. Video logo. तो अब यहाँ पर आपको एक चीज़ का ध्यान रखना है, जो लोगो है जो आपको इम्बॉस करना है वो हमेशा फर्स्ट लेयर पे आएगा, और जो आपका ब्लेंड होके बन रहा है वो सेकेंड लेयर पर आएगा, राइट। तो जो मेरी वीडियो चलती चलाई है उस पर मैंने लोगो डाला है, इट कांट बी दैट बिग, इसको हम छोटा करके डालेंगे। आई कैन पुट इट ऑन माई राइट साइड, आई कैन पुट इट ऑन माई लेफ्ट साइड, डिपेंडिंग ऑन वेर एवर यू वॉन्ट द लोगो टू बी। दिस इज हाउ यू पुट द लोगो। सो ओनली थिंग यू नीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ, आई हैव टू इवन शट दिस डाउन एंड रीस्टार्ट बिकॉज ये लेयर 18-20 पे जाके बहुत स्लो हो जाता है। सो कैन यू सी, और इसकी प्लेसमेंट हम जहाँ मर्जी कर सकते हैं, यू कैन जस्ट ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप wherever you want. So suppose I put my logo here and we see the whole video. The logo is coming, the video is coming. जितना लंबी वीडियो है उतनी ही लंबी देर तक मेरा लोगो रहेगा. This is how I insert the logo. Now if I want in this मेरा logo I want कि watermark बन जाए, so I will have to go to this. Can you read opacity? Opacity में आप जाके इसको थोड़ा कम कर देंगे. Yeah, 22, 23, 24 is appropriate. This will become my watermark. I will put that no one can then have my proprietorship issue, and this will always remain, right? Can you see watermark भी आ रहा है, और side by side the videos also on. ये text पे भी कर सकते हो आप, and you can also do it in a video. So what you need to be careful about is, the pro tip I can give you is, जिसको आपको डालना है that will come in front, which is your first layer will always have the logo, and your second layer will be the video or anything that you wish to put in the next layer. और अगर उसको आपको watermark बनाना है, then you need to just go in editor. In editor आप जाएंगे, ये जो आपको आइकन दिखा है पेज का जैसा जो लिखा है मोर टूल्स, आप खोलेंगे ओपेसिटी में, आप इसको बढ़ा देंगे तो वो आपका लोगो बन जाता है, which are not highlighted it. Otherwise, if you reduce opacity, it becomes a watermark. Am I clear? And sometimes what will happen is you might want to insert a watermark also if you want to put a text, right? I go to this screen. आप यहाँ से भी वीडियो and अपना साउंड और इमेज डाल सकते हो. These are shortcuts. But honest confession, sometimes यहाँ एरर आ जाएगा अगर आप शॉर्टकट से डालते हो. You always try from that. So MP3 songs कभी-कभी यहाँ से नहीं आते. It comes from the top. Now if I want to make a watermark, suppose you don't have a logo, you want to make a watermark. You go to T, which is text. I insert the text from the cursor position, wherever the cursor is coming, my text will come. So wherever I want to put, I should just go on the picture and just insert welcome. वो थोड़ा slow है because I'm using the layer. मैं insert text आपको दूसरे वाले में दिखाती हूँ, उसका watermark भी दिखा देती हूँ. यहाँ ना it's very slow, so I just wait for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, it's got hung, so let me just start a new project and do it again. I go to VSVC, then I go to a video. Let me take this because I want to show you the green screen effect also. See, now this is my video on a this is my image on a green wall. It could be a video also on a green wall. Now how do I change the green wall and how do I do the effects? यहाँ मेरे को कौन सा बैकग्राउंड डालना है, that also I need to select. I go to the image. अगर green wall हटेगा तो मैं क्या डालूँ? या तो वो by default grey color आ जाएगा, which we decided. Suppose I want to put this background, मेरे पीछे वाला background आना चाहिए, and insert in a new layer, not in the same layer. where you have to go to editor, आप वीडियो टेक्स्ट में जाएंगे, आप ट्रांसपेरेंसी में जाएंगे और ट्रांसपेरेंसी में जाकर आपको ये मेक ट्रांसपेरेंट या बैकग्राउंड रिमूवर, जो लास्ट है बैकग्राउंड रिमूवर, आप जाएंगे, आप लॉक हटाएंगे, I go to properties, I have a pen mark. We have a background remover for pen mark video. ये आपको हिट एंड ट्रायल बार बार कभी कभी करना पड़ता है because it doesn't catch hold of it. हमेशा इसमें ये याद करना पड़ेगा that we have to put the green wall ऊपर, जो लोगो भी था पहले ऊपर ही है. My settings are not coming over here. There is a pen which comes. I'll show you the YouTube video also. There's a pen which comes. You just have to drag and drop the pen और वो effects आ जाता है. On this layering, my effect is the pen is not available. इस वाले में ऑप्शन ये है, 1 second, I'll just share the video then and I'll show you how it's done because मेरा फिर पुराना वाले में होएगा. I'll just show you. Hello? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I think there is some technical issue with her. We will call her and let me confirm, and please stay with us.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Aparajita ma'am.
See, Vyas madam.
Okay, okay.
Okay, ma'am.
By the time she is joining, we can discuss if you are liking the sessions or if you want to say anything. ma'am.
I lost out. Sorry, where did I stop? I kept continuing. Were we together on the same page? Hello?
फीडबैक फॉर्म भरना है क्या? फीडबैक फॉर्म भरना है मैम?
सरोज जी विल टॉक अबाउट इट लेटर, हम बाद में बात करने के बारे में.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
ओके मैम, ओके मैम, ओके.
जी जी मैम बोलिए.
Right, so हम कहाँ पर थे इकट्ठे? वो VSPC was giving an error and it dropped and I think उस time connection भी drop हो गया पर मैं बोलती रही. So where were we? आपने कहाँ तक सुना? What was the aspect of VSPC जो हमने last covered करा था as a group because I did not get to know the disconnection would have happened in the middle.
जी मैम यहीं से यहाँ.
Last you were just editing that the green curtain behind your screen.
Right, so what is happening in my VSPC is it's coming up with an error and not showing, but then I showed a YouTube video. आपने वो देखा था जिसमें वो दिखा रहे थे how to insert and remove
जी
the
मैम. जी देखा था.
राइट. तो उसमें कुछ नहीं करना, उसमें आपको ट्रांसपेरेंसी पे जाके उसको बैकड्रॉप से हटाना है. सो इफ यू हैव टू इवन राइट डाउन यू कैन स्टेट दैट यू गो टू वीडियो इफेक्ट्स, यू गो टू ट्रांसपेरेंसी और वहाँ जाकर वो आप रिमूव बैकग्राउंड रिमूव करके यू कैन इंसर्ट इट. वहाँ पर एक पेंसिल आइकन है जो इधर नहीं आ रहा, which is strange. I will send it to you on another computer, which is the original one where I'm using it. वहाँ पर आ रहा है in properties. Properties में आपको बस जाके उसको एक क्लिक करना है and then background will get removed and will take the follow on. यहाँ only trick that you need to remember is जो green wall है वो will be your primary first layer that we are looking at and not the remainder part of it. So all in all, at least download and there are many other options which are always available. If you get stuck, you can find out how that works. But just to get comfortable with the VSDC video editor or the likes is very important here to understand, and you can use it to make your videos more interactive with the students. Or feedback लीजिए. यहाँ I feel the importance of feedback cannot be lessened because how do students understand better? आप कैसे e-assessments ले सकते हो, आप कैसे online support दे सकते हो. These are the important bridges to make it more effective. Even with the use of online technology, online softwares, it's more important to build the connect. So it's the audio, the video, the editing, and editing is a continuous process. They keep changing it, they keep adding more features, and they make it more interactive. अगर आप if any of you are using iMovie as a software, you can even use it on the mobile, and the syncing is very easy. The moment you make it, you can just slip it out on your computer and use it. So there are many softwares. Main for us is you learn Canva. Canva is available on the desktop, it's available on your mobiles. The first part in that video जो मैंने आपको दिखाया था where I had just made an introduction about ways to overcome your options. So there आप क्या कर सकते हैं, you need to I think I wrote it even earlier. There is a software by the name of Canva. They have many options. I wish I could just show you right now. It's even available online. Canva has, if you have a look at it, you can, all you need to do is go to the home page. You decide कि आपको story बनाना, any poster बनाना है. For example, there are many free options which are there. Click on any one. Once you click on the software, the poster, आजकल आप देखेंगे काफी time FTP develop होता है. You want to explain and share it to everyone. They have a format like this. जहाँ picture already given है. I don't want this picture. There is a plus. ये नीचे बिल्कुल एक plus icon आ रहा है. I need to click on the plus icon. बिल्कुल नीचे है. If I just click on this plus icon, that you can see, it gives me many options. That do I want to change the background? Do I want to insert, upload pictures? So if I want to upload pictures or upload any text, आप अपने मोबाइल से ही कर सकते हैं. So suppose आपको कॉलेज का लोगो डालना है, you save the logo of your college. You can upload is you go to my YouTube channel, which is EdWalk, where primarily what I am dealing is to let the students, even in tier 2, 3, know that there is quality. So I have spoken to toppers who ranked, got 100 on 100 in CAT, who topped CLAT, and I've spoken to them and asked them where are high quality online content available. So you have students who are preparing for IAS, any of these exams. The toppers will tell you and suggest you how can you go to high quality content. और अगर आप देखेंगे and सीखेंगे that there are many options which are available. So Canva is one such stop. I wish I had known कि आपको उसमें भी चाहिए था. I would have added because you can do a lot more with Canva. All that you see on my YouTube channel are made on Canva. जो शुरू का उसको thumbnail बोलते हैं. The thumbnail in a video, which before you start the video, you have the basic brief of it attached. 90% made in Canva, and it's free of use. You can insert your text, you can insert a video, you can even add music if you want to convert it to an animated movie or a video. You can add music to it. So you need, there's someone I have the knowledge of Canva, but I have some limitation about post or webinars. If more than 6-7 speakers have to be inserted. Definitely, I will let you know. But see, you're right, because by the end of it, the picture is a limited screen that we are looking at. You can't add so many photographs over there. So they will start overlapping. So for the ones who have not used it, at least you start using them. And there are beautiful videos available because आधे से ज़्यादा these softwares that I've used has been on hands-on training. अगर आप use कर रहे हैं, you get stuck anywhere, you fall back on the options which are available in detail that they tell you. And yes, thumbnail poster making is there. Ma'am, what I can suggest you is instead of having more than 6-7 speakers, you make 2 back-to-back thumbnails and then you put it together as an animated movie is what I do. So Chaitali, answering your question over here, instead of showing all the pieces together, you make 2 separate ones with 6-7 and 6-7 or more, and then you add it together. There's an option in animated movie that you can show two together and fix the time of say 2 seconds or 5 seconds and send it as a link, which is an animated movie link where 2 of them are coming together. How is it different from OBS? Sir, I've only used OBS once, otherwise I've not used it much. OBS, yes, it's also a good, great software, but I don't know, it allows you those creative templates that Canva has. Canva is far more creative when it comes to implementation on a fixed background. Link to, okay, so the channel that I'm talking about is EdWalk Review. I will send you the link from YouTube right now. Yes, have a look at the way the content has been delivered and also all that is available when it comes to quality education for students. It's just a month old where I'm interviewing the people here and I'm just sending out the links. So just give me a second. It just slows down. Yeah, you can also, the ones who are on social media can follow me on Instagram, because I realized after a point to talk to students, it was far better to put those 30 seconds, 1 minute videos on social media. So Instagram is one where the students are very, very active and they look at it, and you can even let them know about EdWalk, where I am on a constant journey, and if anyone is interested, we even interview them, because by the end of it, we are passionate about teaching them. And this is the link, ma'am, that I've shared you of the YouTube channel that you can have a look at. And we're passionate to revealing and letting them know where they find quality. So when it comes to being abreast, what I teach you today may be outdated in say 6 months or 3 months. It's not blank, sir. I can see it here. 1 second. Oh yeah, sorry, the Shabani Bhatia, yeah, I'm just changing it. It's gone to my personal account. I'm just switching the account and sending you EdWalk review. Yeah. I would want you to just check this one out. I think this one would be working, and this is of the channels that I've sent you. So as I hope you could see that there is something on the NEET Medical AIR3 girl that I interviewed, and there are many more. So I think in all there are about 80 videos for now that you could see on this channel. Oh, thank you, lovely. So have a look at it, because this is what by the end of it matters, and you need to make sure that you are going abreast. So these are just a few that I'm mentioning that you need to know. OBS when it comes to teaching that we are looking at, Canva when it comes to the poster making that we consider for students and the faculty, and alongside that we are looking at the other softwares that I'm talking about, which is InShot, where one of the demands that there is a problem, the watermark is coming. So to avoid that, what we could do is we do look at using it the second time or the third time along with the VSDC. So any more doubts, I would love to take that in. But yes, it is a continuous journey, but I want to just make all of us who are there in the presentation today that this is the need of the hour, and this is the inevitable future. हम इससे भाग नहीं सकते. The earlier we start, the better it is, and it is a learning process. Internationally, if you look at icons like Elon Musk and all the others that we talk about, they are propagating that you need to be a continuous lifelong learner. और अगर आप historically भी जाएंगे, as faculties, we are fulfilled in the journey of teaching only if we are motivating and with sheer dedication having our students reach the pillar of success. So अगर आप खुद self motivated नहीं होंगे, there is no way that the energy gets passed on. Times are very different. We need to brace up for it, and we have to be encouraging for ourselves to pass on the encouragement to the children who are part of this whole process. So the softwares are infinite, and 2 hours would not justify teaching them all. I just want to give a sneak preview into what all options are possible. There are many for MCQ quizzes that you must involve the students, because they are engaged. So the moment in Baidu, which is one of the leading channels now, if you see in EdTech from India, it's a $13 billion plus company in the last 10 years that we are looking at. How they are unique. वो भी वही कर रहे हैं जो हम कर रहे हैं. अगर हम institutions में पढ़ा रहे हैं, they also are teaching in their own way. But yes, the lesson plans is their attention over here. And what is also imperative over here that we need to understand is the assessment. आप कैसे review ले रहे हो? Are we still going back to the discussions that we had, the exams, the written exams? That's not the way forward. We need to be abreast. आप Google form download करिए, आप Google form में जाके MCQ create करिए. Backend analysis happens on Excel, and we can easily analyze. It's a matter of 2 seconds, 5 seconds. The videos are available on YouTube. So that's not an excuse that that will take time. But yes, more of MCQs, more of structured questioning, more of application-based questioning, where even if you have open book exams, there is a way to teach. So I have been associated with IIM Bangalore's courses. I've just completed one with them on the same, but pedagogic instructional trainers is something which is high in demand when we talk about the educational pedagogy, and we need to look at it. So any more questions? I'm open to taking them. I hope, Chetali, this was informative. Yeah, I did not get to see faces. I thought after the whole seminar about being present and making it more functional and more engaging, that's the best way forward. But this is, I can understand there are many other things on platter, but going forward, it's important to keep your students engaged. And if we as faculty don't keep ourselves engaged with showcasing our body language, paralinguistics and content, I don't think they justify. So we need to lead with an example. We have to be engaging and more forthcoming, and you will find the same energy levels from them. So if this is a continuous journey, we have to be involved. Any doubts, I'll always be open to taking them, and I hope even if an iota of difference is made by what we discussed, what we implemented, and making you accustomed to using all this would be a job well done. Thank you so much.
form, and attendance form we
Okay.
have already sent on the chat box. Okay?
मैम फर्स्ट डे भर दिया था तो आज नहीं भरना है ना मैम?
नहीं डेली डेली रहेगा.
डेली भरना. ओके ओके मैम. ओके. थैंक यू मैम.
Thank you so much, Shabani ma'am. It was very informative. We are very pleased that you have given us so much information regarding how to make videos online using applications. We are very thankful to you for such an informative session. Thank you so much, ma'am. On behalf of Shri Vaishnav College of Teachers Training, I once again thank you. I thank our very respected principal, ma'am, management, staff, and all the students and participants for being with us and helping us conducting this program successfully. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, all the participants.
थैंक यू.
And
Thank you, ma'am.
okay, okay.
मैडम ने ऐसे सेट करके काम रोज रात को ईमेल रोज करना कॉन्टेक्ट नंबर ये बेटा तेरे वाले हैं क्या? 7245 लास्ट वाले यही चल रही.
अरे चिप्स खाया मैंने खाने के लिए चिप्स खाया केला खाया दो बार कॉफी पी पानी पिया खाई ना खाई
Content be clearly excellent. Or content presentation excellent. Technical arrangement of program excellent. Content mastery of speakers very good. Additional comments regarding the session very nice. Suggestion for improvement.